Legitimate ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit. Oh man. Ooh. Lord have mercy. Hey, what's going on, Walter? Jonah and Mo. Excuse me, that's legitimate, you guys. It's only showing me one person. But what's going on? Not top of the morning. Hope everybody's having a good day. As always, considering this bullshit. Shit. It's legitimate. Oh, it was your brother? Man. Over what? Like some jealousy bullshit? Damn, I can't even park. Look, they send them. They send them. You can always tell the narcs all in their black outfits. Yeah, I'm hanging in there, bro. Hanging in there. Dog, yeah, they're good. Uh, Scrap ain't hacking up so much. He's not hacking up so much. You know, it's crazy. I tried something. I tried something. I was looking at the cannabis. Cannabis for doggies and shit. And they were talking about oils and shit like that. They have like a lot of different oils that you can give your animal for whatever, to help cure it or whatever. Like they showed this one dog with like he had hella balls, like it almost looked like keloids all over him. And the dude's video was from it was like a step video. Like every video was pretty much every video was an update pretty much on how it was working and all that shit. And I didn't watch all the videos, of course, but I fast, I went all the way to the latest one to date, and that shit worked hella good. Like it took man, that shit worked hella good. He said that, you know, because they came from mites. That I guess the keloids came from some type of mites and shit that made the dog's fur. The fur was all gone and shit. It was like, and it was just like hella bugs eating his skin, like eating him up a lot. And it was, somebody had told dude to pour gasoline on his dog, and he did it. And he said it killed all the fucking bugs, but it left a bunch of keloids on him. Like, and it, whatever it did, like, the dog didn't feel no pain, like it wasn't feeling pain, but it left. Hey, chill. It left a lot of keloids and shit on him, and like his body was covered. It's like the things died, whatever it killed. It's like that shit died and just stayed up in his fucking skin and like grew some type of fucking nasty ball over it, like a fleshy cocoon, if you will. But anyways, so it was talking a lot about oil and shit. So I did some scientist shit and fucking, I took a bud of weed and put it in hot water and kind of squeezed it over his food and shit, and it fucking put his ass to sleep. And when he woke up, he's coughs like he hacks, but it only fucking you know, when he drinks water, that's the only time he acts now. I might be speaking too soon. I shouldn't be saying that right now, but so far so good. Oh, I sound low. Let me see. Good weed, not COVID, definitely. Jealousy shit, punk bastard, ain't that something? Yeah. Hey, what's going? Hey, what's going on, Alan? Jealousy shit, punk bastard, ain't that something? Yeah, man. You know, I kind of figured. Well, I don't want to say I figured it out because I don't really know for sure. But you know, it's like some of these people, man. It's like, and I'm talking about like the people out here with me, like the homeless people and shit. You know, I think they use a lot of the ones that knew me like before I was fucking had a vehicle and all that shit, and and somehow the police are, you know, and this is what I think. This isn't no for sure shit, but I think the police are using like more like jealous type of people with jealous, like as far as the homeless go, like jealous characteristics, if you will, because you know they be saying shit like, "Oh, you got a van, you think you're too good now and shit." Like what the fuck do you mean, man? I didn't hang with you when I was on the streets. What makes you think I'm gonna hang with you when I get a vehicle or some shit? Like it's like that jealousy fucking that jealousy characteristic is for shit, man. It's no good, man. And that shit's a fucking, you know, that's a characteristic that needs to be fucking weaned. Like, that's one of the reasons all these fucking rappers are dying and shit. You can't even go home to buy some fucking cookies and pass them out without some fucking jealous piece of shit killing you and shit. That's crazy. Like, you're literally fucking going back home. You made it big. You're going back home to fucking support your community where you came from and shit. You know, and pass out whatever it is you're passing out. You know, you're helping your community and you get killed. Killed in the community that you're helping. It's crazy, man. The jealousy, yeah, man, I can definitely see that, bro. Walter, man. And shit, knowing it's half the battle, man. I mean, they did their part. Now, you know, it's on you how you're gonna fucking deal with the situation. But I do warn you, if you continue, I mean, I'm not saying to sever your relationship with your family and shit like that. But, you know, just prepare yourself for every time you're around them. If they're the ones that put you in this shit, you know, every time you're around them, you're gonna get it big, bro. Even to the point to where they're fucking sending signals and shit at you because at this point, also being that they got you on this program, at this point, they know the science of this program. They know how they would feel if they were going through this shit. Like, they don't even have to calculate the science, but the science of this program, they know it. They know you're either going to commit suicide or, you know, is designed to make you commit suicide or, you know, kill other people or both. Or get some shit to where you get locked up or thrown in some type of psychiatric fucking ward. So at this point, they know what you're up against. They know what they're participating in and helping to push. And then just being family members, that's a whole new psychological fucking aspect added on to your fucking shit. So they know how heavy this shit weighs on you. Look at this shit. Zombie, fucking zombies and shit. And they're all black fucking bullshit. They love doing the visual white bag bullshit. Yeah, man, at this point, bro, it's all on what you're gonna do, bro, and how you're gonna handle it, man, because you know, if you continue to mingle, I'll just say mingle, like holidays and shit, like I mean, you know, reality, like everybody isn't gonna fucking, you know, everybody isn't gonna fucking just discount their families, even though their families do this shit to them. Like, it took me a long time to just say, fuck it, man. Like, you know, I gotta cut motherfuckers off because if not, I'm gonna get sick or I'm gonna end up like, I'm not gonna do nothing to my family. I'm gonna fucking, it's gonna build up to, it's just gonna build up and build up and build up. I'm gonna be like, these motherfuckers got my family doing this shit to me. Like, these motherfuckers, like, you know, you start fucking, you start coaching yourself, fucking, you know, that voice inside your head, that silent voice, you be talking to yourself and shit. You know, you start coaching yourself into some bullshit. And it would be like, especially with my daughter doing it too. With my daughter doing it too, man, you know, constantly and I mean, I could survive this shit knowing that they're a part of it. Like, I can survive it, but dealing with it and being around it and being, you know, consumed with it on a daily basis, like, I already know, like, I'm gonna be talking to myself about these motherfuckers. I'm gonna, you know, shit is just gonna be playing out. Like, I paid my debt to society. I finally got out, like, just all this fucking bullshit. And then just I'll start thinking about the petty shit that I got locked up for, like, just the small fucking petty shit. You know, fucking not coming to a court date on time, or even the fucking living above your means bullshit. Like, petty ass fucking shit, yet these motherfuckers is doing this terroristic, like, just shit would play out, man. Shit would play out, and they would have to fucking kill me, man. That's how toxic that, for me, that's how toxic that shit is. Like, I can't be around that type of toxic shit, man, because you know, you black out, man. And it's not necessarily blacking out because, you know, for me, I can sit there and I can think. I can be thinking. Like, it's like, I'll think, like, I know I shouldn't fucking do this. Like, I know, and it's like I got my fist, I got my fist balled, and I can feel myself actually fucking throwing the punch, but I haven't thrown the fucking punch yet, but it's like I can feel my fist connecting and all the shit, man, and it's like I'm wrestling with myself, like, man, I know I'm gonna get in trouble. I know I'm gonna get in trouble, man. And then I just, like, whatever fucking, if I don't calm myself down, man, it's to the point to where I just don't care afterward. It's the same thing with the fucking, you know, when my radiator, they fucked my radiator up and shit, and they sent that dude to come fucking harass me with the Target bag and shit. It's like first he said, "Hey man, my fucking shit is leaking. My shit is leaking already, like super fucking leaking. Like my radiator's so fucking hot. It's water and it's busted up. Like it's water coming, like it's spraying, it's shooting." Like there's all types of cracks in my fucking radiator where the water is just fucking squirting and shooting out and shit. You feel me? So I go to I'm trying to get radiator fluid just so I could fucking make it to fucking, a mechanic, man. And this fucking dude, he walks up to me and he says, "Hey man, your radiator's messed up." And at this point I got the hood of my car fucking open and the fucking shit is squirting out, right? So he tells me, "Hey man, your radiator is leaking?" I let it go. I just fucking let it go. I'm like, he's a fucking perp, but alright. He got a Target bag in his hand. I let the shit go. I walk inside the fucking store. I buy some radiator fluid. And like a dummy, I'm just trying to get, I'm trying to make it to the thing. Now, on top of that, my tire is fucking busted. Like my tire, like they fucking put a nail in my tire and shit. So, I'm fucking, after I get the radiator fluid, I'm going to the fucking, to the air pump, and and so as I go to the air pump, dude is standing right there by the fucking air pump. And the dude says, "Hey man, can you give me a ride to..." He asked me to give him a ride to Milpitas. Milpitas is probably like, from where I was, probably like a 45-minute drive. A 45-minute drive from where I was to Milpitas. He said, "Hey man, can you give me a ride to Milpitas?" And he kind of smiled. I didn't say nothing to him. I just fucking grabbed the air. I'm trying to be as calm as I can. Like my fucking, I got like evil butterflies in my stomach. It's like, you got the nervous butterflies, and then you got the butterflies when you're fucking pissed off, and you're like, you're fucking, there's two different sets of butterflies. There's the nervous butterflies, and then there's the angry butterflies. And I got the angry butterflies at this time because I'm already playing in my mind like, these motherfuckers done fucked up my shit. I'm out here, like, these motherfuckers got houses to go to. These motherfuckers driving brand new fucking cars of the year, and I fucking recycle. I'm fucking digging in trash cans and recycling, and they're fucking up the only shit that I got. And that shit's just playing in my head the whole fucking time. And I'm like, I'm trying to be calm, I'm trying to be humble. And then as soon as I get the air in my tire, I try and get in the car and fucking, and leave. And dude say, hey, wait, aren't you gonna take me to Milpitas? And my van, mind you, is so fucked up. Like, it's not even driving right. Like, it's driving hella fucking slow. Like, I'm trying to get to a fucking, make it to the nearest fucking auto mechanic, and my car is driving super fucking slow. And he asked me to take him to Milpitas, and I balled up my fist. I knew, sometimes, I'm going to jail, man. I'm gonna go to jail. Don't do it. And then he fucking smiled, and I fucking lost it, man. I fucking lost it, and that shit is not. See, that's not cool, man. Like, he deserved it and he knew what he was doing, like he knew what the fuck he was doing, it's still like, you know, you gotta be able to control that type of shit. And you know, this is just a simple fucking encounter, you know. So just imagine being fucking, for me, imagining being like in a house with family and shit and them doing this, knowing that you know, and they know for a fact that I put my life on the line for them, like literally, like not anymore, like hell nah, but they knew, like I've literally put myself in some dangerous situations over sister boyfriends and all types of shit like that, like, and not even a second thought about it, like, and you know, thinking about that shit and then them doing this shit and then fucking playing me stupid and smiling in my face and telling me I'm paranoid. That's the catcher, like when they fucking tell you you're paranoid and fucking all that bullshit. Nah, I can't do that. I can't live. Maybe like in a house with a bunch of people I don't know, but family, hell no. Everybody's not the same. I'm not saying that's how you will be or anything like that, but you know, just be very cautious and aware of that feeling because it can occur. And of course, I don't think you would ever do anything to your family. I mean, you know, you know, if I was to do anything, it would be to get the motherfuckers who turned my family. Like I would, you know, I would want to get the motherfuckers who turned my family against me. That's who I would aim for. I'm not aiming for anybody though, unless it's with a megaphone. But you know, I'm just saying though. We're going through some real fucked up shit, ladies and gentlemen. It's easier right now. Like, I think we don't. I mean, we're just going through it and we're walking through it. I think if we didn't have each other, that the severity of this shit would way harder on us. Like, you know, we can't forget how fucking serious this program is. Like, don't ever just think you're going through something and, you know, it is what it is. It's not dangerous or, you know, they're just following you or, you know, you gotta always keep in mind that this program is dangerous because look at the people that they, you know, some of these people, they don't even have to pay. You know, they just let them do their drugs. Some of these people don't even have their fucking marbles. Like, some of these people are literally fucking lacking on their marbles, like, big time. And I'm not talking about educational marbles. I'm talking about fucking, you know, mental fucking, you know, some of these people are really fucking mentally challenged and, you know, they're out here on drugs. And anything is a weapon, man. Anything, you know, can be used as a fucking weapon. Anything with some fucking solidity to it. So you don't know what, you know, you don't know. These people these people come up to us. Like, I know for me, they come up to me all the fucking time, whether I'm recycling, whether I'm sitting in my van, and they be crazy, man. You guys seen how crazy some of these people be. Fucking ballerinas, fucking demon ballerinas and shit, dancing all in the fucking street, looking like demons and shit. All types of fucking weirdo shit. Motherfuckers running down the street butt naked. Oh shit, man. And pretty much anything that happens to us, anything that happens to us is gonna get swept under the rug. We'll be written off as mentally ill. They'll lie and say it was some shit, and they'll, throw us in a box, in some cold case box that they know they're not going to investigate on because they know they're a part of it. They've gotten so many people fucking, they got a girl killed. And it's not funny, man. It's not fucking funny, but it's just, these people told this mentally ill girl to step out in front of a fucking, the white van and shit because they thought I was going to go up that way and shit. And there was another van in front of me, and I turned down the street to go fucking recycle. The van hits the fucking mentally ill girl as I'm out there fucking recycling and shit. I'm on the street recycling. At this point, I don't know. I'm just thinking, oh, this motherfucker trying to copy me, imitate my van and shit. Like, you know how they do it? Like, they fuck your shit up and they send. And this is when I had my other van. Before this van, I had a different van. And, what they do is they put little scratches on your van and dents and shit, and then they ride by with a van just like yours, but it's completely fucking brand new to throw you in some fucking bullshit mind trip. And so I'm like, you feel me? I'm finna hit this corner and recycle and shit. Like, I'm not gonna let this motherfucker keep playing games with me. So I turned the corner and started recycling and shit. And the dude hit the fucking mentally ill girl. And as I'm recycling, as I get done recycling and I'm coming off that street, they pull me over at gunpoint. Like, literally pull me over. I had some footage and shit. It's on my channel. It's pretty much after the shit was over and I was filming the cops. I'm like, why you pull me over at gunpoint and you didn't? So you pulling me over at, like, is that legal? Like, I'm fucking nervous. My fucking, I got, the nervous. I got if you guys would have saw how they fucking, like, they told me to get on my hands and knees, fucking crawl to them like a fucking dog, and people are fucking coming outside, fucking humiliating as fuck, like how they fucking, humiliating. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you guys doing it for? You know what the fuck you did? Shut up. And I'm and fucking one of the cops was hella nervous and shit. Like, it's like, well, I don't know if he was nervous, but he was shaking, like his hand was shaking like a motherfucker. He got the gun in both hands like a damn Kojak movie and shit. He got the gun in both hands and shit. And then, like, fuck, like, I don't know what the fuck I did, but I know I'm fucking yelling at him. I'm like, I didn't do shit. I didn't even fucking do shit. Like, what the fuck did I do? And he's like, shut up, motherfucker. You move again and I'll blow your black ass away. And I swear to God, it sounded like a 1970s movie and shit. Like, the whole setup, the whole fucking scenery, how they were fucking doing it and shit. Like, they just fucking knew. They just knew that I fucking hit the girl and shit. Like, and then when they found it, it's like when they found out it wasn't me, the look on their faces And I don't think the look on their faces was from fucking, you know, pulling me over and doing me like that. It was from like, oh shit, we got this fucking girl killed. Look, it was one of those looks, and that didn't even compute because I was tripping. I was tripping. Like, at first I'm thinking, yeah, see, I'm thinking in my head that they know they fucked up and shit because the look on their face and shit. I'm thinking they know they fucked up, so, you know, I'm telling them, I'm finna sue you. Can I get you? I'm telling them I want their badge numbers and all that shit. Like, I'm thinking that look was for me and shit. So I'm trying to intensify that look and start asking them for their badge numbers and shit and all that shit. And then I find, because they wouldn't tell me what happened. They wouldn't fucking tell me what happened and shit. And so when I finally get to the 7-Eleven, because of course this is where the girl got hit by a car, and of course this is where one of their main hubs where they have the fucking people that air out my tire and send all their weirdos at me and shit. So you know, I get to this fucking 7-Eleven and there's you know, caution tape and shit. All this caution tape all on the fucking you know, all on the street. It's not funny, but, you know, it's caution tape all on the street and shit. And fucking, I'm like, what happened? And the 7-Eleven dude was like, man, this van just hit this girl and took off, man. Didn't even stop and shit. And then it all came to me like, oh, I know what happened. And just another time and shit, a police officer crashed into this car. Because it was a police officer team and shit. And it was a bad crash though. It was a bad fucking crash. Like the car kind of flipped. Like the car flipped over. It was like a college kid and a fucking cop. It was like towards Heading and shit. It was like what street is that? Like it was like Heading, close to Heading. I know it was by Wiener Schnitzel. I know it was by Wiener Schnitzel. And fucking this cop fucking ran into this college kid and shit. They were fucking playing games and shit, following me with their lights off. The college kid had his fucking lights off and the cop was fucking speeding and shit. And, you know, this is how they fucking, you know, the cops fucking, you know, and this mind you, this is like 3 o'clock in the morning and shit. And fucking, the cop was just speeding hella fast. And dude got behind me and started following me with his lights off, and the cop was coming from the street, from the, from the, you know, the, what do they call that? The off street? What is the off street? Yeah, I think it's the off street. The cop was coming from the off street hella fast and fucking ran into the fucking car. It was like I don't know if it was like a Volvo. It was like one of those square cars. It was a old it was an older model, but that motherfucker flipped over. Luckily that kid didn't die, man. But that motherfucker was like, I'm hurt. I'm only laughing because he was a fucking gang stalker and he was fucking a terrorist. He was a fucking terrorist working with the police, and they fucking, their karma what they call that shit, instant karma. Instant karma. They got that instant karma and shit, but but I don't know where that came from, like what I was leading to from that. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, you know, you gotta be careful of these motherfuckers, man, because they're dangerous people, man. And even if they fuck up and they can put their fuck up on you, they're gonna do it. So all their games that they play, all these fucking games, like all this vehicular harassment and You guys see how much vehicular harassment they do with me to fucking stopping with their, as we're fucking driving, trying to make me bump into them and all that crazy shit. Like, all that shit is eventually, something's gonna happen eventually. Knock on wood. I'm not saying, um, you know, trying to fearmonger or no shit like that, but you just gotta be aware. Like, you can't be lax on this program and shit. Like, you can't go through this program as if it's just another day. I know people say ignore it, don't pay attention to it, all that shit, but when you ignore it, well, in my opinion, I'm not gonna say this is fucking law or anything like that, but when you don't pay attention or you act like it's not happening and shit, like, subconsciously that shit's going on. And you gotta be able to check your temper, your emotions. You gotta be able to check that shit. And if you act like it's not going on, you're just gonna eventually, something's gonna pop one day. And you're gonna be like, all that shit in your subconscious is gonna build up, and it's gonna be like waking up on the wrong side of the bed 10 times. Or something, God forbid, is gonna happen to you on a physical level to where they, even for me, like getting stabbed or getting jumped, like, I had a whole fucking patch of fucking dreadlocks ripped out my fucking head. Like, so, this was like in the beginning of my targeting and shit, like, but, you feel me? And they like to, especially when they like to ride in fucking packs, because that's how cowards do it. They be fucking 4 and 5 on the buddy system, or 4 or 5, none of them do it by themselves pretty much. At least none of the fucking hecklers. Actually, it's crazy. I think one of my only hecklers that does come by itself. The only heckler that I get that comes by itself, and he comes on a constant basis. On a fucking constant basis. Is fucking tape recorder mouth. He's the only one that pops up by himself. Everybody else is on a fucking buddy system. Or fucking packed up together playing crazy and shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see. Oh, you can't hear it? You can't? Let me see. Yeah, and they try to play it off like, yeah, they definitely try to play it off. And that's the killer, man. They're playing it off like they're innocent and then demonizing you, calling you fucking paranoid and all that shit. Like, that shit weighs heavy on the psyche, man. Hey, what's going on, Ross? They keep changing the points where I can scroll, you guys. So kind of bear with me. It might be them, man, because they're fucking with the comments too. Betrayal. Yeah, that's the word. Betrayal, man. Betrayal is a fucked up feeling, man. Yeah, man, and see that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta you gotta distance yourself. I can't tell you to distance yourself, but I will say once you distance yourself, man, you'll see how much better you feel, bro. I mean, you'll know you're still being targeted by them and shit like that, but actually not being around it, man, is a fucking blessing, man. Yeah, you see where I'm at, man. I've been out here for 11 years, man, behind that shit, man, and I would choose this over fucking living with them any fucking day, bro. And it's you guys seen the house? It's a nice fucking, it's a nice house. It's fucking gated community, all that fucking shit. But don't none of that shit mean nothing. Like that shit don't mean nothing to me. Like all that shit don't mean shit compared to my fucking mental stability and shit. I'll fucking be out here and stay sane rather than be over there and end up killing somebody off some fucking induced fucking trigger and shit. Like, and I think I can right now. I'm thinking, you know, I can catch my triggers and shit. Like I know it's a trigger and all this shit, but you know, in reality, you this program, you know, your subconscious and these scientists and how they work on us and all that shit, man. Like, man, there's so much to this shit that we don't even know. Like, I know I don't know a lot. Um, Other targeted individuals know way, way, way more about this program than me, and they still don't even know the tip of the iceberg. This program has fucking been going on for years and years and years and years, and they got secrets that they haven't even implemented in this program yet. It's far beyond our fucking, you know, it's far beyond our fucking reach. So I'm not gonna play with that. I know how it works, and I know things evolve. I know shit fucking evolves like a motherfucker. So I'm gonna try and keep myself out those situations, man. I already know how I am, and that's probably a program. That's fucking been programmed into me. I don't need no fucking updates. I don't need no fucking updates. You know, I'd rather be cool, respect people, and just get the fuck out the way. Yeah. And just get the fuck out the way. If they target me, I might fucking go up to them with the camera. I might not. It just depends on how I'm fucking feeling and shit. Like they'll never be able to fucking do me like they did. Like I'm not hopping out of every fucking one head like bandit and shit. Cause I see that's what they like. Like they like to, when they see me hopping out and filming them and shit, like they hit me and 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 shit like it's a fucking game and shit. Like I got enough of like they don't even either. That's how, look at this stupid motherfucker. That's how blatant they are, you know, with their bullshit. Like that's how much they don't care about the terrorism the seriousness of this fucking shit. Like, that's how fucking well protected and cushioned. Like, look at all these death threats. It's like 3 death threats in like 2 minutes. Like, see how they fucking. Oh shit! And we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt and say they left their lights off. But yeah, man, I don't want up. We got all black. We gave them the benefit of the doubt, and they're sending one of their soldiers in all black. But yeah, man. The subconscious is a motherfucker. You know, in the very beginning. Oh shit. It still blows my mind how that shit works, but you know, they say, or I heard when I was a kid. Well, I heard older now. I heard older, but I remember hearing as a kid as well. There was a big thing about the movie theaters and how they were fucking putting, it's already Coke. I mean, back then they had real coca leaf in Coca-Cola. They had real coca leaf in Coca-Cola. Not much, just, that very little bit of coca leaf. And when people went to the movies and shit, and they probably even did it on TV, but that it hasn't been said, or it hasn't been. But they say at the movie theaters and shit, like when people go to the movie theaters, like they'll fucking flash fucking Coca-Cola. They'll flash Coca-Cola hella fast on the screen and shit, like just like hella fast, like a bunch of different times, but they'll flash it hella times. And that shit'll make motherfuckers go in there and buy fucking Coca-Cola, like Coca-Cola. Oh, like even Coca-Cola knew the science of fucking people's, the fucking science of fucking programming people and shit, and fucking using those type of fucking, I don't know what you would call them, but using those type of tactics on the people and shit, like, and this is like when I was a kid, like, so, that's saying all that to say, shit has evolved. If you think from the dial telephone, the landline telephone, to the telephones we have now, and you put the same time on this program, the evolvement of this fucking program, and then you know that they're way years ahead. This is a dangerous program. This is a dangerous program. Every one of us are fucking soldiers. We might not see it like that, but we're literally in a fucking war right now. A war that ain't even ours. And the people fucking the people coming at us are our own fucking soldiers and shit. We're fighting our own fucking soldiers, you guys. And a whole bunch of other ones, but it's some deep shit. Deep Space Nine. And if we'll just say if I had we'll just say, which I do, but we'll just say everybody had an open mind. If everybody had an open mind, I would say aliens have took over this planet. They have been took over this planet. They took over the government. If they were not already there, they have taken over the government. They have psychic abilities and all that shit, so it's nothing to fucking get into the fucking head of our fucking government. And because nothing on our fucking planet is safe anymore. It seems the shit that's killing us off is helping them to survive. You got fucking radiation all over the fucking place. Radiation everywhere. And if you look at some of the first, other than the humanoid ones, because now that, they got a bunch of humanoid looking aliens and shit that they're coming up with, but, the original aliens, it's legitimate, at least that I've seen, they had that ET-like skin. That fucking cancerous looking fucking skin that it looked like muscle, but it was, it looks, how cancer, it looks cancerous, their skin. And all these fucking electrical wires, all these fucking LED lights, street lights, all this shit is causing damage to us. All this shit, and look at the long line of that shit. We drive up under that shit. We drive up under frequencies on a daily fucking basis. We fucking snorting fumes. Everything's being fucking poisoned. Water's being poisoned. Oh, we'll say it's an accident. We'll say BP had an explosion in the ocean. That way, we'll trick the stupid people. We'll kill off their fish and poison all their fucking fish and poison all their birds and shit. Oh, shit. And we'll blame it on BP. Oh, man. Everything that's happened, you guys, is by design. I can't answer comments and shit because I have no comments on my fucking screen. They've taken. Let me try this. Let me see. Okay, here we go. We got a lot of distractions up coming too. We're getting punched in the face with distractions like a motherfucker. Fucking, we got the Hunter Biden fucking bullshit. We got the fucking, the new, the new variant. Probably they just turned the 5G up. Probably turned 5G up. Playing with people through 5G. Making them think they're sick. They go to the hospital, they hit him with the fucking death shot. One of the dudes, I be recycling and shit in the morning. One of the dudes that brings out the bins and shit. He asked me, he was like, "What, you go on vacation?" Because I didn't, I'm, sometimes I don't go to that. It's, it's usually Mondays and Tuesdays that it's out, and I haven't been going on Mondays and shit. But I went last Monday. He was like, "What, you go on vacation?" And I was like, "Nah, I didn't. I just don't come on Mondays all the time. I come sometimes and shit. I came last Monday though, and you weren't here." He was like, "Yeah, I was homesick. Uh, I got the shot." He said he was black and blue for like 4 days and shit. Like he was black and blue, like coughing. He was sick. Like, he said he was really fucking sick, but he had to get the shot to keep the fucking job and shit. They're literally making you put your life on the line to keep a job that you gotta give half your paycheck away for. You gotta give half your paycheck away. You gotta give half your paycheck away. So you gotta bust your ass damn near. While they sit on their ass, you have to bust yours. Give them half your paycheck. And then if you want to do that, you have to put your life you have to put your life on the line and take this fucking shot. And if you don't do it, then you can't bust your ass and pay us half of the money that you earn. Then you'll be on the streets, and we could figure a way to make money off you like that. Our government is a cold, fucking deceptive motherfucker, man. Everything about the United States is fucking deception. From the freedom, from guilty until proven innocent. I mean, yeah, that's what it should be. Guilty until proven innocent. Because innocent until proven guilty is bullshit. Like you could spend 2 years in jail fighting a case and then win that case. You were still fucking guilty if you did the 2 years. You might as well. It's just like you're guilty with a fucking innocent stamp because you still did the fucking time. So like that whole shit. Like I never understood that concept. And if you do want your freedom, you gotta pay for it. Like, so I'm innocent until proven guilty, but you're making me pay money to get out. Like, what the fuck kind of sense is that? Like, why can't you just write me up my charge, give me a court date, I go to court, and then if I get fucking, I could see if it's murder or something, that's different. But all that other shit, rape and child touching and shit like that shit, that should have its own fucking exclusive law. But all that fucking other shit, like, you're still fucking guilty if you have to do the time. But they fucking magically convinced the whole fucking world. Oh shit, they've magically convinced the whole world. Like, they've literally found a way to make money off innocent people. Guilty people too, but innocent people as well. Just the same way they figured a way that to turn everybody into a slave, not just one particular race anymore. Why fucking enslave one race when we can enslave them all? Oh, and since the slavery was so harsh back then, since the slavery was so harsh back then and so brutal back then, we just pretend to be nice with this slavery. You know, we feed the bumblebees with honey. We get more slaves like that. We won't have to deal with the rebellious slaves, or if we do, very few. Very few. Oh man. Wow. They literally play with us in every aspect, man. They fucking take taxes from you. They inflate all prices. Everywhere you go, the price is fucking inflated. Gas at that fucking all time high. Damn near $5 a gallon and shit. Like, how do the fuck they expect people to live? Like, on their wages, like the government knows the wages that they pay people. They literally know the wages that you know, if they didn't take taxes from if they didn't take taxes from um you know, the working class people, you know, you'd be able to live like regular fucking human beings. Of course, if they didn't raise the fucking, if they kept prices at the, you know, if they kept prices, you know, living prices, the cost of living down where it is right now, if they kept it at where it is right now, and they didn't take half of your check for taxes, you could live like a normal human being and fucking still, you know, be able to rest and fucking, you know, but you gotta do all this fucking extra work just to fucking live. Like, some people can't, you know, once they pay their rent, they can't even get no fucking food. Like, and they, oh man, oh fuck, man. Some people can't even afford food, man, after they pay their rent with a job. So I mean, shit, man, especially out here. There's no way you're gonna have one job unless that job is fucking good. If you don't got no roommates or you don't got no fucking good paying job, you ain't gonna have your own. You gotta come from some good money to have your own place out here. Your own place, unless you're like, um, you know, unless you getting assistance. But like, you know, if you got a job and shit, if you're working and shit, you know, that you gotta fucking really fucking bust your ass. Like, you gotta be a robot. You can't be no human being. Like, you already gotta be a robot. We're already workhorses and fucking pack horses and fucking at the fucking job site, same time every fucking day. Like a fucking robe, like everything's fucking Groundhog Day. Literally fucking Groundhog Day. Wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, so you can rest up, back for work tomorrow. So where's your day left to be a fucking regular fucking human being? You have to sleep, and you have to work, and you have to take care of the kids if you have kids. Like, you know, a person that has kids really has no time for themselves at all. Like, literally, you gotta work, you gotta sleep, you gotta take care of the kids. That's your life. Not saying it's a bad life to have kids, don't get me wrong, but still saying, like, this is what the fucking government takes away from you. it's for is the separation of people. Money, money just separates people, keeps people at different classes, makes people feel like they're better than other people. You know, it keeps a fucking bad energy flowing through the world. Money is probably one of the roots of, I want to say it's the complete root to all people evil. But money is one of the roots to all evil, complete. Definitely. And it puts a bad energy of separation, all that shit. I swear, like if I didn't need money to eat if I didn't need money to survive, I could do without that shit. Like, but knowing you gotta fucking eat, fucking pay gas, and you gotta survive and shit. So, but all that fucking big screen TVs and fucking just all the bullshit you don't need and shit. Like, and don't get me wrong, it's nice to have it and shit. Don't get me wrong, but that shit just if I gotta fucking be a slave, if I gotta be a slave to own that shit, like I could do without it. I could do without that shit. Look, this is how serious this shit is, man. These motherfuckers got delivery trucks and shit. What the fuck is that? A bus or a delivery truck? This is how serious this shit is. This is why people say, who do you think you are? Why do you think you're so important? It's the psychology of this fucking program. That's what they know it too, man. If I tell somebody a big ass delivery truck was harassing me with and a company delivery truck at that, like what is that? Oh, it don't have no company, but a delivery truck like that, most people would be like, man, you're paranoid. You're tripping, dude. Ain't nobody harassing you. What kind of drugs are you on? Let me get some of that. Yeah, alright, man. When this shit start happening to your motherfucking ass, we'll see what type of drugs you on, motherfucker. Look at Chico playing with himself. Oh, that's bastard playing with himself. Oh, man. Yep. Life has been one hell of a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, for us all. Can't see the comments, you guys. Fuck, man. See what type of bullshit we get. Or are we gonna get some bullshit? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. person. Refreshing. That's very refreshing to see a regular fucking person. You just don't. That's one of. Being in this program, that's one of the fucking. That's like a rare delicacy. Just to see a normal fucking person, not perp you. It's crazy. Let me see. Get out this area though, cause it's gonna get the fucking 6. Yeah, it's gonna get wild pretty soon. Well, not wild. It's just gonna be crazy fucking people, and they're gonna be sending perps left and right. So let's see how many fucking perps we run into in traffic. Hopefully, none. Hopefully.
Step together, bitch, that's my stepbrother throwing at myself.
Ooh, I'm dripped in Fendi. Eyes on my shirt, I'm 4-eyed, Mississippi. Slide. Nearby, I get my scope on. Or let that doorbell ring and get my clothes on. I get busy, no clothes on. Still got the hammer pajamas and my robe on. That crib a funeral parlor, that nigga try snitching. Wet him up, then Johnny pumped the eyewitness. Starting up, you dumb fucks in my business. My IQ like Q when he tried Bishop. My first body was roof bound, the 8-shot. I put it all in this V-neck, tank top shorts. Only good for the summertime, I need mine. I rap with the 10 crack commandments on the street side. I'm tall and above the law, so I don't duck a nigga. Haters know it's nothing but love, but they don't trust a nigga. Why? Cause it gotta be me. If you coming for the birds, then it gotta be 3. If your heart getting cold, I'll provide you the heat. So when you get a lot older, know you got it from me. I hustle, now you grinding. Gunplay, stick ups, now you riding. Walk to cars, but now you flying. Everybody pussy, cause now you violent. Why?
Now see me, I'm a little more cleaner. Running with the 6-shot, you know the procedure. Headshots, ain't no fucking amnesia. The gauge you give a nigga with brains a low season. Bolito, Carlo Gambino. Clips like Quentin Tarantino. Shipping up north through the CO. I hit ice, told him it's a Geo. Everybody freeze for the free throw. I'm a problem, I'm a motherfucking problem. Double wolf love, and this is motherfucking hard. I'm from the real blocks where them niggas starving. No Batmans, just robbing. Put the match, this nigga the arson. Turnpike money or extortion. It really ain't hot if it ain't scorching. True hustler, I ship it through the muffler. Now you got it from me, give it to your customer.
Cause it gotta be me. If you coming for the birds, then it gotta be 3. If your heart getting cold, I'll provide you the heat. So when you get a lot older, know you got it from me. I hustle, now you grinding. Gunplay stick-ups, now you riding. Walk to cars, but now you flying. Everybody pussy, cause now you violent. Why? Cause it gotta be me. Puff blunts, tote guns, and I live in the beans. True, a nigga get a sale like he give it for free. Never piss where I live, but I shit on the D. 4 guns in the truck without a stash spot. We ain't waiting for cops to get the last shot. If I shot and you ran, I got to find a nigga. And this gun on my waist, just remind a nigga. Coke hit like a blizzard, I give myself a lawn. I don't need no bridge, that's what the tunnel for. Harlem River the body before the turnpike. On my way to Virginia before the dope strike. Come from the borough before the bloodline. Every nigga in Harlem that did a truck crime. Nigga, my pops, nigga, pops hustle. So my sons gon' get top numbers. Why? Cause it gotta be me. If you coming for the birds, then it gotta be 3. If your heart getting cold, I'll provide you the heat. So
You are a domestic terrorist. 10 people are dead at the VTA because of your one tail light triggers. Get that tail light fixed, buddy.
everybody pussy, cause now you violent. Why?
Hey, out the trunk, the soda out. If you hear it tick tick, change your motive out. He could've drove west on 96, but he stuck with the coke. He took the cola route. Dog been whooping since he was yay high. It was Albert's son before he was AI. Hey, all in favor niggas say aye. Stacking all my money and let the day by. On my wolves stay by, don't stand by. Moving so much dope, they fucking hands high. I got caught slipping once in the acid rain. I was a rapper then, niggas don't get a chance now. Used to live with the heat, got a couple fans now. Met the love of my life, fans make her dance now. Act up, I howl and call the pack up. Call for back up, my wolves will bite your back up. Gave some advice to my young nigga, gang. Asked him what he stole and I took that. Nowadays all these niggas seem to do is whoop. Till you run into a whoop and you whoop back. Don't make me call the pack up squad. We at a nigga neck, bring the crook back. Nowadays all these niggas seem to do is whoop. Till you run into a whoop and you whoop back.
We only love family. We only love family. Wolf love. Wolf love. Fuck boy, miss me with your memories. Your name on paper's not prescription for $2 grand a piece. Play the victim, sneak this and got you Brandon Lee. I'm Chuck Norris moving forward, you ain't no kidding me. You kidding me? I'm
Just say no to domestic terrorism, ladies and gentlemen. Following people around who aren't harming anyone is domestic terrorism.
Gun hoe, shoot that pussy once more. Then house pet, meet me at the front door. Cutthroat, all my cussies want more. Well, fuck no, and I ain't gonna tell you once more. For $1 they a porcupine. Off your shines, dark water while it's hot. On my coffee grind. Get the picture, tell them portrait mine. You the softest kind, tissue and water. Ice cream in July. Wolf.
Gave some advice to my young nigga, gang. Asked him what he stole and I took that. Nowadays all these
Just say no to white supremacy, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake, all white supremacists aren't white. Predictive policing is a white supremacy program that left 10 people dead at the VTA. Make no mistake, More people will die because it's the nature of this program. Just say no to domestic terrorism, ladies and gentlemen. Predictive policing is domestic terrorism, and it left 10 people dead at the VTA.
Keep a Glock in the chop when I ride in the hood. Cause my face card crazy, I slide in the hood. Y'all niggas don't post up, y'all hide in the hood. Cause every time y'all get seen, y'all die in the hood. I get messy on them drugs, I wanna see his brain. Be cautious when you walking next to bird, there's water in his chain. Watch Chuck hit the dog, G was hitting Kane. Been turned since a young nigga in a different lane. Bitch, I'm with some soul snatchers, bitch, we living in hell. Ain't your flex with that K, leave your teeth on the shelf. Heard your pole got snatched, nigga, humble yourself. Boy, you ain't ran up that bag, bet you run from these shells.
Choppers get the sending golf balls, this Happy Gilmore. The ops had a PUA run, them niggas still poor. Them niggas tried to box me in, but them niggas couldn't score. Rattle on the baby Glock, I've been acting immature.
When my Glock crazy, it got a switch on it. And that bitch angry, it got some kick on it. Walking with a 50 round, put a limp on it. Bitch, I'm like Lil Boosie, no attempts on it. I like attachments on the Mac, I need the beam with the drum in it. Flashing out on them licks like nigga come with it. Every time I saw that, shoot the stick to the gun click. Used to ask what I wanna be, I said dumb rich. Play that street shit, pressure on and they feel. How the
I know a man who's always right, says he's never wrong. But one day when he needed his strength, he found it all had gone.
Go Rambo, 4-4 clapping and open your toe sandals. Oh no, the African rapper, the dope sample. I told y'all cats when I focus your flow shadow. Hey, I hit them harder with the large tray. Bullets roll but forward equal down of the Andre. Gun in my hand, the knife in the other. Whichever one of them strikes, say goodnight to your lover. Med pop, got Mom Dukes in the headlock. No exaggeration, Duke, I'm tight with your mother. P. I don't listen to most rappers. Most rappers suck, fuck, ruckers and toast clapper. Butter your bread, the gun in your head. I eat, shit, sleep, murder, gun in my bed. Hey, swing sword or the gun a pound. Show him the king, the lord of the underground.
I know
Salute.
a man who's always right, says he's never wrong. But one day when he needed his strength, he found it all had gone.
to the pen. But since then, I gotta get experience and won't be satisfied till then. This shit won't never end. My niggas dead, PTSD, I'm a veteran. Been popping at each trying to focus, it's my medicine. The devil call, I block